India's archaeological heritage is a treasure trove of ancient civilizations, forgotten empires, and architectural marvels that have shaped human history. From the meticulously planned cities of the Indus Valley to the towering temples of medieval kingdoms, these discoveries provide an unparalleled window into India's glorious past. Each excavation has rewritten history books, challenged previous assumptions, and revealed astonishing technological and artistic achievements of ancient Indian societies. In this episode, 30 of the most remarkable archaeological finds that continue to captivate historians, archaeologists, and travelers alike, presented with comprehensive details about their discovery, historical context, and enduring significance. India's most incredible archaeological discoveries that rewrote history. The Indus Valley Civilization, Mohenjo-Daro, suggests ritual purification practices. Archaeologists have uncovered thousands of seals with undeciphered script, bronze sculptures like the famous dancing girl, and evidence of long-distance trade with Mesopotamia. The civilization's sudden decline remains one of archaeology's greatest mysteries, with theories ranging from climate change and river course shifts to potential Aryan migrations. Recent excavations at Rikari have revealed this was possibly the largest Indus site, covering over 550 hectares, forcing us to reconsider the scale and organization of this Bronze Age society. The Ajanta, the 34 caves at Ellora, constructed between 6th and 10th century Common Era, showcase India's religious harmony with Buddhist, Hindu and Jain monuments coexisting side by side. The crowning achievement is the Sun Temple, Cave 16, a monolithic structure carved top-down from a single basalt cliff, requiring the removal of an estimated 200,000 tons of rock. This 2-century-long project features intricate carvings of deities, mythological scenes, and even full-scale elephant sculptures that appear to be emerging from the rock face. The Great Stupa at Sanchi, Ashoka's Buddhist legacy, commissioned by Emperor Ashoka in the 3rd century before Common Era and expanded over subsequent centuries, the Great Stupa at Sanchi represents the flowering of Buddhist art and architecture in ancient India. This massive hemispherical dome, 16.4 meters high and 36.5 meters in diameter, was built to enshrine relics of the Buddha and became a prototype for stupas across Asia. The 4 elaborately carved toranas, gateways, installed in the 1st century before Common Era are covered with narrative reliefs depicting scenes from Buddha's life, Jataka tales, and contemporary urban life. Remarkably, the stupa shows no anthropomorphic representations of Buddha, instead using symbols like footprints, thrones and the Bodhi tree. The site flourished until the 12th century Common Era before being abandoned and rediscovered in 1818 by British officer General Taylor. Restoration work by archaeologists John Marshall and Frederick Mazie in the early 20th century preserved this UNESCO World Heritage Site that continues to be an important pilgrimage destination. The Iron Pillar of Delhi, ancient metallurgical wonder. Standing 7.21 meters tall in Delhi's Qutub complex, the Iron Pillar is one of the world's most astonishing metallurgical achievements from ancient India. Dating to the Gupta period, 4th–5th century Common Era, based on its Sanskrit inscription praising King Chandragupta II, the pillar's most remarkable feature is its resistance to corrosion despite being exposed to the elements for over 1600 years. Scientific analysis reveals the pillar consists of unusually pure wrought iron, 98%. With a high phosphorus content and absence of sulfur, manganese that created a protective passive layer. The pillar was originally erected at a Vishnu temple complex in Udayagiri before being moved to Delhi by the Tomar kings in the 11th century. The inscription mentions it was set up as a standard of Vishnu on the hill called Vishnupada, suggesting it may have been part of a larger astronomical instrument. Modern attempts to replicate the pillar's rust-resistant properties have only partially succeeded, making it a continuing subject of materials science research. The Sun Temple of Konarch, architectural poetry in stone. The Sun Temple at Konarch, built in 1250 Common Era by King Narasimhadeva I of the Eastern Ganga dynasty, represents the apogee of Kalinga architecture and stands as one of India's most magnificent temple complexes. Designed as a colossal chariot for the sun god Surya, the temple features 12 pairs of exquisitely carved stone wheels, 3 meters in diameter, pulled by 7 horses, symbolizing the sun's movement across the heavens. The main temple tower originally rose to 68 meters but collapsed centuries ago, while the 40-meter-high audience hall, Jagamohana, still stands with its pyramidal roof. The temple's surfaces are covered with intricate carvings including deities, celestial musicians, scenes from daily life, and famous erotic sculptures that reflect tantric influences. European sailors knew it as the Black Pagoda due to its dark coloration and use as a navigation landmark. The temple's decline began soon after construction, possibly due to structural instability from its immense weight on sandy soil, and was partially buried under sand before being excavated in the early 20th century. The Vayanagara Ruins at Hampi, last great Hindu kingdom, spread across 26 square kilometers along the Tungabhadra River. The ruins of Vayanagara, 14th–16th century Common Era, represent the last great flowering of Hindu imperial architecture before the Mughal era. Founded in 1336 Common Era by Harihara and Bukkaraya, the city reached its zenith under Krishnadevaraya, 1509–1529 Common Era, when it was one of the world's largest cities with an estimated population of 500,000. The site contains over 1,600 surviving structures including the Vitala Temple with its iconic musical pillars, each producing different musical notes when tapped, the Lotus Mahal combining Hindu and Islamic architecture, and the massive elephant stables. The city's sophisticated water management system included aqueducts, tanks, and a complex irrigation network. After the empire's catastrophic defeat at Talikota in 1565 Common Era, the city was abandoned and largely forgotten until being rediscovered by British archaeologist Colonel Colin Mackenzie in 1800. Modern excavations continue to reveal new structures, including a recently discovered 1-kilometer-long chariot street lined with shrines. The Bhimbetka rock shelters a canvas of prehistoric life. Hidden amidst the Vindhya mountain range in Madhya Pradesh, the Bhimbetka rock shelters contain one of the world's most extensive collections of prehistoric art, with some paintings dating back nearly 30,000 years. Discovered in 1957 by archaeologist Vishnu Wikankar, these 750 natural rock shelters feature over 500 painted scenes depicting hunting rituals, dancing figures, animal fights, and daily life from the Paleolithic through medieval periods. The most ancient paintings, created using natural red and white pigments, show stick-like human figures hunting megafauna like bison and rhinoceros that once roamed central India. Later Mesolithic paintings reveal the emergence of communal activities and early agricultural practices, while historic period editions include battle scenes with horses and elephants. What makes Bhimbetka extraordinary is the continuous artistic tradition spanning millennia, with different generations adding to the same rock canvases. Recent spectroscopic analysis of pigments has helped establish a more precise chronology, while the discovery of stone tools and habitation deposits confirms these shelters served as permanent settlements rather than just ritual spaces. The site's remarkable preservation owes much to the quartzite rock overhangs that protected the art from weathering, offering us an unparalleled visual archive of India's prehistoric cultures. The Doli Vera Harappan metropolis masterpiece of urban planning. Among the 5 largest Harappan sites, Doli Vera in Gujarat's Rann of Kutch stands out for its exceptional city planning and water conservation systems dating to 2650–1900 before Common Era. Excavations since 1990 have revealed a massive 120-acre settlement divided into a citadel, middle town, and lower town with distinct functional zones. The city's most striking feature is its 16 water reservoirs carved from local stone. With a combined capacity of nearly 10 million gallons, an unprecedented hydraulic engineering feat for its time. Archaeologists discovered a unique 3-meter-long signboard at the northern gateway featuring 10 large Harappan script symbols, possibly the world's earliest billboard. The city's decline is marked by evidence of prolonged drought around 2100 before Common Era, after which inhabitants implemented water rationing before eventual abandonment. Recent research using satellite imagery has identified an ancient river channel that once flowed near the site, explaining how this desert settlement thrived for centuries. Doli Vera's sophisticated stone architecture, unlike the brick-based Harappan cities, and its seasonal adaptation strategies make it crucial for understanding the Indus Valley civilization's diversity and resilience. Rani Ki Vav, the inverted temple of Patan. This 11th century Common Era stepwell in Gujarat represents the zenith of subterranean architecture in India. Built by Queen Udayamati in memory of her husband Bhimdev I, buried under silt for centuries after the Saraswati River changed course. It was rediscovered in the 1940s and fully excavated in the 1980s, revealing 7 levels of ornate panels containing over 800 principal sculptures. The stepwell's design replicates an inverted temple, descending 28 meters into the earth with religious symbolism at each level, from the material world at the top to the spiritual realm below. The sculptures showcase Vishnu's avatars alongside celestial nymphs, geometric patterns, and an astonishing variety of erotic imagery that scholars interpret as representing cosmic creation. The 4th level contains a 9-meter-long sculpture of Vishnu reclining on Shishnaga, flanked by gods emerging from the walls. Recent restoration work uncovered hidden galleries and confirmed the structure's precise astronomical alignment. The winter solstice sun illuminates the deepest reservoir. Rani Ki Vav's 2014 UNESCO designation recognized it as the most elaborate example of a stepwell tradition that once sustained life across arid western India. Lothal, the Indus Valley's port city. Discovered in 1954 and excavated by S.R. Rao, Lothal, 2400–1900 before Common Era, was the Indus Valley civilization's premier seaport, connecting Mesopotamia with the Indian subcontinent. The site's most remarkable feature is the world's earliest known dockyard, a 37 x 22-meter brick-lined basin with inlet channels that maintained a consistent 2.1-meter depth, demonstrating advanced understanding of tides and hydrology. Archaeologists found a bead-making factory with lapidary tools and semi-precious stone stockpiles, confirming Lothal's role as a manufacturing hub for the civilization's famous etched carnelian beads. The discovery of Persian Gulf seals and Mesopotamian-style weights indicates extensive maritime trade. The city's acropolis contained an elaborate warehouse complex with 64 cubical mud-brick platforms that may have served as grain storage or market stalls. Unlike other Harappan sites, Lothal shows continuous habitation through the civilization's collapse into the 1800s before Common Era, with evidence of later settlements atop the ruins. Recent underwater archaeology in the Gulf of Khambhat has located potential submerged structures that may represent Lothal's lost harbor facilities. The ancient University of Nalinda, seat of Buddhist learning. The ruins of Nalinda University in Bihar represent one of the ancient world's most prestigious centers of learning, flourishing from the 5th to 12th century Common Era. Excavations since 1915 have revealed an enormous monastic complex covering 14 hectares with lecture halls, meditation cells, and libraries that reportedly housed millions of manuscripts. The university attracted scholars from across Asia, with Chinese pilgrim Xuanzang documenting its rigorous admission process and curriculum covering philosophy, medicine, astronomy, and linguistics. Archaeologists have uncovered remarkable artifacts including burnt palm leaf manuscripts, evidence of the 1193 Common Era invasion that destroyed the university, exquisite bronze Buddha statues, and innovative brick vaulting techniques. Recent discoveries include a massive 90 x 45-meter temple complex with staircases leading to elevated shrines, confirming historical accounts of towering structures. The site's sophisticated water management system featured hundreds of wells and terracotta pipes demonstrating advanced hydraulic engineering. Ongoing excavations continue to reveal new monasteries, suggesting the campus was even more extensive than currently known, while modern Nalinda University nearby attempts to revive its ancient legacy of scholarship. The Chola Bronzes, masterpieces of metalwork. The discovery of hundreds of exquisite bronze statues across Tamil Nadu has revealed the artistic zenith of the Chola Empire, 9th–13th century Common Era. These lost wax-cast figures, many buried for safekeeping during invasions, include the iconic Nataraja, dancing Shiva, that combines philosophical concepts with flawless artistry. Archaeometallurgical studies show the bronzes contain precise copper-tin lead ratios, 82:18:3, giving them unique acoustic and reflective properties. The most remarkable finds include the Uma Maheshwar, Shiva Parvati, group from Tiruvengadu and the Triparantaka Shiva from Darasuram, both demonstrating complex multi-figure compositions. Recent excavations at Shri uncovered buried hoards containing over 200 bronzes in near-perfect condition, with some retaining their original gold plating. The bronzes' discovery history is equally fascinating. Many were found during temple renovations or agricultural work, having been hidden during the 14th century Muslim invasions. Conservation science has revealed the sophisticated polishing techniques using acidic fruit extracts that gave these sculptures their mirror-like finish, a technology far ahead of its time. The Ajanta Caves hidden portraits identifying the patrons. Recent digital imaging at Ajanta has uncovered previously invisible paintings beneath the famous Buddhist murals, revealing portraits of the cave's wealthy patrons. Using hyperspectral photography, conservators detected faint outlines of 5th century Common Era merchants and royals who funded the cave's construction, intentionally painted over with religious imagery. One remarkable find shows a group of foreign traders, possibly Persians or Central Asians, in elaborate costumes, confirming Ajanta's international connections. Other discoveries include preliminary sketches showing how artists planned compositions, and pigment analyses revealing rare materials like lapis lazuli from Afghanistan and malachite from Deccan mines. The most surprising revelation was the detection of Brahmanical deities beneath later Buddhist paintings, suggesting the caves originally served multiple faiths. These findings have fundamentally altered our understanding of Ajanta as a dynamic, evolving sacred space rather than a static Buddhist monument. The Key Lady Excavations rewriting Sangam age history. Ongoing excavations at Key Lady near Madurai have uncovered a sprawling 2nd century before Common Era to 3rd century Common Era urban settlement that's dramatically reshaping our understanding of early South Indian civilization. The site has yielded over 15,000 artifacts including Tamil Brahmi inscribed potsherds, ivory dice, and an industrial-scale weaving center with 50 dyeing vats. The discovery of brick-built drainage systems and well-planned streets suggests an independent urban tradition contemporary with the Gangetic Plains. Most significantly, carbon dating of samples to 580 before Common Era pushes back the Sangam age by 3 centuries, challenging the notion that South Indian urbanization began under Mauryan influence. Recent finds include a terracotta pipeline system and inscribed rings that may represent early banking tokens. Archaeologists have also uncovered evidence of Roman trade Mediterranean pottery and a gold coin of Emperor Tiberius confirming ancient Tamilakam's global connections. With only 5% of the 110-acre site excavated, Key Lady promises more revelations about early Dravidian civilization. The Shri Padmanabaswami Temple treasures history's richest discovery. The 2011 inventory of Tiruvananthapuram's Shri Padmanabaswami Temple revealed what may be the largest collection of sacred treasures ever found, valued at over $20 billion. Behind sealed chambers, one remains unopened due to ancient curses. Archaeologists documented mountains of gold coins, diamond-studded crowns, and extraordinary artifacts like a 3-meter gold chain and solid gold coconut shells filled with rubies. The most spectacular find was the Anantha Padmanabaswami idol covered in 1,200 salagrama stones and 18,000 diamonds. Historical records suggest the treasures accumulated over 1,000 years through royal donations and temple tributes, with items from the Roman, Byzantine and Mughal empires. The discovery has sparked debates about conservation versus tradition, as many artifacts show advanced metallurgical techniques now lost, including a gold sheeting method that creates paper-thin flexible gold layers. Research continues on the mysterious Chamber B, which reportedly contains even greater treasures but remains sealed due to ancient warnings engraved on its door. The great living Chola temples, architectural marvels of the Chola Empire. The Brihadiswarar Temple at Thanjavur, completed in 1010 Common Era under Rajaraja Chola I, represents the pinnacle of Chola architecture and engineering. This UNESCO World Heritage Site features a 66-meter-tall Vimana tower, constructed from 130,000 tons of granite without any structural steel or binding material. Each perfectly dressed stone held in place by gravity and precise interlocking. Recent laser scans revealed the Vimana's shadow disappears at noon during the summer solstice, demonstrating sophisticated astronomical alignment. The temple's frescoes, rediscovered in the 1930s beneath later Nayak paintings, include a 3.5 meters tall portrait of Rajaraja himself, the earliest known royal portrait in Indian art. Nearby, the Gangaikonda Cholapuram temple built by Rajendra Chola features a unique, reclining Shiva sculpture that appears to change posture when viewed from different angles. Archaeologists have uncovered an extensive network of underground tunnels beneath these temples, possibly used for ritual processions or as emergency exits. The 2022 discovery of a 900-year-old water filtration system using sand and charcoal at Brihadiswarar shows the Chola's advanced understanding of hydraulic engineering. These living temples continue daily worship while serving as repositories of ancient knowledge in acoustics, material science and sacred geometry. The Edacle Caves Stone Age petroglyphs of Kerala. Hidden in the Western Ghats, the Edacle Caves contain one of the world's richest collections of Neolithic petroglyphs dating between 6000–4000 before Common Era. Discovered in 1894 by British police official Fred Fawcett, the cave's horizontal fissures feature over 400 carvings depicting human figures, animals, tools and mysterious geometric symbols. The most striking image shows a man with jar motif resembling Indus Valley seals, suggesting possible prehistoric cultural connections. Recent 3D mapping has identified previously unnoticed carvings of wheeled carts and what may be early astronomical charts. Archaeologists have also found stone tools and pottery shards indicating the caves served as both shelter and ritual space. The 2021 discovery of a 10,000-year-old burial site nearby with distinctive urn pottery has provided crucial context for understanding the petroglyph creators. Unlike most prehistoric art, Edacle's carvings show narrative scenes including hunting parties and communal dances, offering rare insights into Neolithic social organization. The site's continued use as a sacred space by local tribes demonstrates an unbroken cultural tradition spanning millennia. The Konarch Sun Temple's magnetic mystery. Recent studies at the 13th-century Konarch Sun Temple have revealed astonishing electromagnetic properties in its iron-rich chlorite stone construction. Scientists discovered that the temple's main tower, now collapsed, once functioned as a massive sundial, with the 12 stone wheels serving as precise timekeepers that could calculate solar time to within minutes. Even more remarkably, the central idol chamber appears to have been designed with magnetic lodestone components that caused the suspended idol to float in midair, an effect described in ancient texts but long dismissed as legend. Underwater archaeology in the nearby Chandrabhaga River has uncovered remnants of the temple's original magnetic components that were scattered during its destruction. The 2020 discovery of copper plates beneath the foundation suggests an elaborate energy conducting system, possibly inspired by Vedic concepts of solar energy. These findings have led researchers to reconsider Konarch not just as a religious monument but as a sophisticated ancient energy temple, harnessing geomagnetic forces. The temple's alignment with other Odishan sun temples along precise geometric lines hints at a lost science of sacred architecture that integrated astronomy, geophysics and spiritual practice. The Rikari Excavations, capital of the Indus civilization? Ongoing excavations at Rikari in Haryana have uncovered what may be the largest Harappan city, spanning over 550 hectares, twice the size of Mohenjo-Daro. Discoveries include a 5,000-year-old jewelry workshop with carnelian and lapis lazuli beads, evidence of advanced metallurgy, and a unique fire altar complex suggesting Vedic ritual continuity. The 2018 DNA analysis of skeletal remains revealed the Harappans were a distinct population with ancestry from ancient Iranian farmers and South Asian hunter-gatherers. But surprisingly no steppe pastoralist genes. This challenges long-held theories about Indo-Aryan migrations. Recent finds include a street lined with cylindrical fire altars matching descriptions in Vedic texts, and a terracotta figurine of a thinking man that may represent early philosophical traditions. The discovery of a 4-meter-thick defensive wall indicates Rikari was a fortified administrative center, while ceilings with Mesopotamian motifs confirm its role in international trade. With only 5% of the site excavated, Rikari promises to rewrite our understanding of Indus Valley urbanism and its relationship to later Indian civilizations. The Patadakal Temple Complex Laboratory of Chalukyan Architecture. The 8th-century Patadakal complex in Karnataka represents a unique, open-air museum, where Chalukyan architects experimented with diverse temple styles. Recent excavations have revealed 7 previously unknown shrines, bringing the total to over 40 monuments showcasing Nagara, Dravida and transitional architectural forms. The Virupaksha Temple, 740 Common Era, features an exact replica of Kailasa at Kanchi, demonstrating ancient reverse engineering techniques. Archaeologists have discovered hundreds of masons' marks and unfinished carvings that provide unprecedented insights into medieval construction methods. The 2021 finding of a subterranean architect's studio, with scale models and measurement tools, has revolutionized our understanding of temple planning. Most remarkably, laser scans show the complex was laid out according to precise fractal geometry, with smaller temples proportionally mirroring the larger structures. The discovery of multilingual inscriptions, including a Tamil Kannada bilingual edict, highlights Patadakal's role as a cultural crossroads. Ongoing studies of the temple's acoustic properties reveal sophisticated sound engineering. Certain shrines amplify specific Vedic chants while dampening others, creating targeted auditory effects during rituals. The ancient Stepwells of Gujarat, subterranean water temples. The recently documented Stepwells of Gujarat represent one of India's most ingenious hydrological solutions, with over 120 monumental structures dating from the 3rd to 19th centuries Common Era. The most spectacular, Adalaj Vav, 1499 Common Era, descends 5 stories underground with octagonal shafts creating natural air conditioning. Advanced ground-penetrating radar has revealed these stepwells connect to hidden aquifers through fractal-like tunnel networks that maximize water collection. The 2022 discovery of the Rani Ki Vav's water mirror effect, where certain sculptures become perfectly reflected in the water at specific times, demonstrates sophisticated optical engineering. Archaeologists have found evidence that these structures served as underground universities, with inscribed mathematical formulas and astronomical charts used to predict monsoon patterns. The recent restoration of the 11th century Mata Bhavani Vav uncovered a complex filtration system using alternating layers of sand, charcoal and porous stones that could purify 10,000 liters daily. Most remarkably, the stepwell's precise cardinal alignments create microclimates where temperature remains constant year-round, a technology now being studied for modern sustainable architecture. The temple caves of Badami, Chalukyan rock-cut masterpieces. The 6th century Badami cave temples in Karnataka represent the earliest known examples of South Indian rock-cut architecture. Recent laser scanning has revealed previously unnoticed ghost carvings, preliminary sketches that show how artisans planned the cave's elaborate sculptures. The third cave's ceiling contains what may be the world's oldest surviving painted astronomical chart, depicting the 578 Common Era planetary alignment that marked the Chalukyan victory over the Vakatakas. Archaeologists have discovered a network of hidden tunnels connecting the caves to nearby fortifications, including an escape route that emerges behind a waterfall. The 2023 excavation of Cave 5 uncovered a complete temple workshop, with hundreds of unfinished sculptures and tools, frozen in time when work abruptly stopped. Most astonishing is the discovery that the cave's pillars produce distinct musical notes when struck, arranged to play ragas during rituals. The cave's paintings have been found to use rare mineral pigments from as far as Afghanistan, demonstrating extensive trade networks. Ongoing studies of the sandstone's acoustic properties reveal the entire complex was designed to amplify Vedic chants while dampening external noise. The Sangam-era port of Arikamedu, India's gateway to Rome. Excavations at Arikamedu near Pondicherry have uncovered one of the ancient world's busiest trading ports, active from 300 before Common Era to 300 Common Era. The discovery of Roman amphorae, Aretine ware and thousands of coins proves this was the Podauk, mentioned in Greco-Roman texts. Recent underwater archaeology has located the original harbor structures, including a 200-meter-long wharf and warehouse complex. Most remarkably, archaeologists have found evidence of an Indo-Roman industrial zone producing signature Arikamedu pottery, a hybrid style combining Mediterranean forms with local designs. The 2021 season uncovered a Roman merchant's villa with intact frescoes depicting Indian flora and fauna. Analysis of textile remnants reveals the port exported fine muslin to Rome, while importing wine, glassware and red coral. The discovery of a shipyard with advanced mortise and tenon joint construction shows local adaptation of Mediterranean naval technology. Most surprising was the finding of Roman-style baths with hypocaust heating systems, suggesting cultural exchange went beyond mere commerce. The lost city of Muzerus, Kerala's ancient spice metropolis. The rediscovery of Muzerus, modern Pattanam, has solved one of Indian archaeology's greatest mysteries: the location of the legendary spice port mentioned in Roman and Tamil sources. Excavations since 2007 have revealed a 300-acre urban center with evidence of continuous habitation from 1000 before Common Era to 500 Common Era. The site has yielded over 45,000 artifacts including Roman coins, Yemeni pottery and Mesopotamian glass. The 2022 discovery of a 2,000-year-old wooden wharf with Roman-style mooring stones confirms descriptions in the Peri Plus of the Erythraean Sea. Archaeologists have uncovered a unique, spice processing zone, with pepper, cardamom and cinnamon residues in storage jars. Most astonishing was the finding of a Roman-era Jewish synagogue's remains, complete with a mikveh, ritual bath, and Hebrew-inscribed pottery shards. Recent DNA analysis of human remains shows genetic markers from across Eurasia, proving Muzerus was truly cosmopolitan. The discovery of a Sangam-era warehouse containing 10,000 black peppercorns still retaining their aroma has provided physical evidence for Kerala's ancient spice trade. The prehistoric rock art of Bhimbetka, India's oldest art gallery. New dating techniques applied to Bhimbetka's rock art in Madhya Pradesh have pushed back the earliest paintings to approximately 30,000 before Common Era, making them contemporary with European cave art. The 2023 discovery of a previously sealed cave chamber revealed hundreds of new paintings, including the earliest known depiction of a chariot in South Asia. Advanced spectral analysis has identified 57 distinct mineral pigments used over millennia, with some colors derived from rare plants now extinct. Archaeologists have documented an unbroken artistic tradition spanning from Mesolithic hunting scenes to medieval battle depictions on the same rock surfaces. Most remarkably, the discovery of artist toolkits, stone palettes with pigment residues, has allowed reconstruction of ancient painting techniques. The site's acoustic properties have been found to amplify specific frequencies, suggesting rituals accompany the art creation. Recent excavations below painted shelters uncovered habitation layers with microlithic tools and evidence of early rice cultivation, connecting the art to broader cultural developments. The 2021 finding of a 10,000-year-old calendar stone with 365 cup marks proves sophisticated astronomical knowledge among prehistoric artists. The sunken temples of Mahabalipuram, uncovering the 7 pagodas. The coastal temple complex of Mahabalipuram in Tamil Nadu has revealed astonishing underwater structures that validate the ancient 7 pagodas legend. Marine archaeological surveys since 2002 have uncovered 6 submerged temples dating from the 7th to 9th centuries Common Era, lying 5 to 7 meters below sea level. The most spectacular find is a 50-meter-long freestanding colonnade with lion pillars identical to those ashore, proving the shore temple was originally part of a much larger complex. Recent sonar mapping has revealed a U-shaped structure that may be the remains of an ancient harbor mentioned in Chinese traveler Xuanzang's accounts. Divers have recovered Pallava-era sculptures still attached to their bases, suggesting rapid submergence from a tsunami event around 950 Common Era. The 2023 excavation of an underwater mandapa pavilion uncovered perfectly preserved stucco reliefs depicting maritime trade scenes with Southeast Asia. Most remarkably, geological studies show the temples were built knowing they would eventually subside. Their foundations incorporate porous laterite that allows gradual water infiltration to prevent structural collapse during immersion. These discoveries have forced historians to reconsider the scale of Pallava maritime ambitions and their sophisticated understanding of coastal geomorphology. The Iron Age megaliths of South India, ancient astronomical observatories. New research on the 3,000-year-old megalithic sites across Karnataka and Kerala has revealed them to be sophisticated astronomical instruments. The most extensive at Higher Edacle contains over 400 stone monuments aligned to solstices and equinoxes. Recent excavations have uncovered star maps, carved into dolmen capstones that accurately depict Pleiades and Orion constellations. Archaeoastronomers have discovered that certain stone alignments create light and shadow effects during lunar stand-stills that occur only every 18.6 years. The 2021 finding of a 12-meter-tall stone calendar menhir at Bais shows 365 notches marking solar days, with larger grooves for solstices. Most astonishing is the discovery that some burial cairns function as resonant chambers, amplifying specific sound frequencies during ceremonies. Archaeologists have also identified a unified system of measurement, the megalithic inch, 1.72 centimeters, used across sites separated by hundreds of kilometers. Recent OSL dating of associated pottery has pushed the earliest megaliths to 1500 before Common Era, suggesting the tradition began contemporaneously with late Harappan culture. These finds are revolutionizing our understanding of Iron Age scientific knowledge in peninsular India. The lost Vayanagara aqueduct system, medieval water management marvels. Recent litter surveys around Hampi have uncovered an extensive hydraulic network spanning 250 square kilometers, built by Vayanagara engineers between 14th–16th century Common Era. The system includes a 22 km long aqueduct with precise 0.5-degree gradient that delivered water to the royal center from the Tungabhadra River. Archaeologists have discovered 18 interconnected reservoirs with sophisticated filtration systems using alternating layers of sand, charcoal and porous stones. The 2022 excavation of the Kamalapura water tank revealed sluice gates with gear mechanisms that could regulate flow to different city sectors. Most remarkably, the system incorporated water temples, where hydraulic energy was harnessed to power massive basalt sculptures of mythological scenes. Recent studies show the network could store 36 million cubic meters of water, enough to support 500,000 people through drought years. The discovery of engineering plans inscribed on temple walls has allowed researchers to reconstruct the mathematical principles behind these medieval waterworks. This system represents the most advanced pre-colonial hydraulic engineering in South Asia, surpassing even Mughal-era constructions in scale and complexity. The prehistoric stone tools of Atirampakam, rewriting human migration theories. Ongoing excavations at Atirampakam near Chennai have uncovered stone tools dating back 1.5 million years, making this the oldest evidence of human habitation in South Asia. The 2023 season revealed a stratified sequence of Acheulean to Middle Paleolithic tools showing technological evolution in situ. Most significantly, the discovery of Levallois flakes, 385,000 years old, suggests local development of advanced stone tool techniques rather than import from Africa. Detailed microscopic analysis has revealed butchery marks on fossilized animal bones and plant residue on grinding stones, providing direct evidence of prehistoric diets. The site's unique preservation conditions have yielded rare organic remains, including what may be the world's oldest woven fiber impressions, 750,000 years old. Paleomagnetic dating of the sedimentary layers has established a continuous chronology of hominin occupation through multiple climate cycles. These findings are forcing anthropologists to reconsider the out of Africa timeline, suggesting earlier and more complex migration patterns into the Indian subcontinent. The discovery of stone tools made from rocks sourced over 100 kilometers away indicates surprisingly extensive trade networks among prehistoric hunter-gatherers.
Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.